MADA's bill, which seeks to simplify dealership regulations, authored by Representative Bruce Vogel and Senator Al DeCrive, has now passed out of both the House and Senate Transportation Committees. As expected, the bill has passed unanimously and with little debate. The bill will now be moved to the House floor for debate and final passage. The Senate version of the bill must still be approved by the Senate Judiciary Committee before it can be moved to the Senate floor. The bill was amended in committee this week to include a provision that will remove the requirement that a vehicle be plated and stickered at the time of vehicle sale when a dealer is using the optional computerized vehicle registration or CVR system. This change will allow dealers more flexibility in utilizing the CVR system, an important feature in light of the state's current backlog in processing title applications. In addition, the bill will allow dealers who are holding a vehicle for resale to obtain a lien release by sending a letter to the lien holder by certified mail, return receipt requested. The dealer can then present to the department the returned letter as evidence of the attempt to contact and be granted a clean title from the state. This mechanism would be available on liens that are more than 7 years old. Finally, the MADA bill would create a more efficient bond and title procedure where a dealer could avoid going to court to get a clean title on a used vehicle with a missing owner by putting up a bond worth 1.5 times the value of the vehicle to cover any unforeseen damages or claims. We encourage dealers to contact their legislators to support these common sense reforms by voting for House File 2187 and Senate File 1791. Senate File 1734 and House File 2136, a bill being promoted by the insurance industry and the Association of Automotive Service Providers, or AASP, was heard in the House Transportation Committee this week. MADA initially opposed this bill because it sought to remove vehicles which are 6 years old or older from being subject to the salvage title brand. Working with AASP and the bill's author, MADA was able to negotiate an amendment that preserves the salvage title brand on vehicles older than 6 years old and worth more than $9,000. The salvage title brand will still apply to all vehicles which are newer than 6 years old. The bill was passed out of the House Transportation Committee with the MADA amendments and will next be heard by the House Commerce Committee. MADA will continue to monitor this bill as it advances through the committee process. There was some good news this week when the Minnesota Management and Budget Commissioner Jim Showalter announced that the state has a $323 million budget surplus. This short-term surplus is already spoken for, however. By law, the state must use the surplus to replenish its depleted reserve funds and begin to pay back the $2.7 billion to schools due to the aid shifts which were enacted in previous sessions to cover budget shortfalls. Along with the forecast, Showalter and state economist Tom Stinson noted Minnesota's unemployment rate is dropping at a faster rate than the national average. Minnesota's unemployment rate now stands at 5.7%, where the national unemployment rate is still at 8.5%. While this short-term news is good news, Showalter pointed out that the next biennium budget will begin with a $1.1 billion deficit. This is due mainly to the use of one-time money and shifts in the current budget. Nonetheless, this week's budget news means that it's possible for the legislature to complete its 2012 business on time. As always, we will continue to provide updates as they come, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Thank you very much.